ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for our second best of 5 of the day. LGD China versus Vici Gaming. Third place decider match for WPC Ace. Winter, this is going to be tough for LGD. They just played a best of 5 that went the distance, and now they get to do it all over again.
Very, very tiring. They're potentially playing 10 games today.
Yeah, and they fortunately, none of the games against IG were super long. I think the longest was like 40 minutes or so, but every game was like at least 30, 40 minutes. And the total series ran like 5.5 hours, so it was not a really quick series by any means.
Yeah, it's going to be a very huge test of their stamina now. And LGD going to pick up the profit this time. Maybe tired of getting split pushed by IG.
So, of course, for anyone who doesn't know, Vici Gaming is not playing with Sylar. Some of you might not have watched the series versus DK yesterday. Sylar is ineligible to play in this season of WPC Ace for Vici Gaming because he already played for Rising Stars, and they don't allow players to play for multiple teams in one season. So, Mikasa is standing in. On paper, I would say that favors LGD. At the same time, though, LGD does have that fatigue disadvantage, so maybe it balances out. But you already see the draft is quite a bit different in this series versus the last one. LGD with some target bans here. They removed the Slark as well as the Night Stalker. Two heroes that were completely ignored in the IG series. And even looking at Vici Gaming's bans, though, I will say they look very similar to IG's bans. So it seems IG and Vici Gaming feel the same way about LGD in terms of how they want to ban against them.
Yeah, Vino and Doom are just the heroes that LGD want to go for over and over again. It seems like those two heroes fit their tempo very well. Can slow down the tempo of the game and can keep going into a team fight by taking one of your heroes out with the Doom. So Vici Gaming doesn't want to deal with that.
Reserve time.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with it, and oh boy, I actually like this a lot from LGD China. Prophet, Dragon Knight, Luna. It is a little greedy, as you mentioned when we talked about this combo in the previous game. Obviously, they need quite a bit of farm, but they don't need that much farm to start pushing. They need a lot of farm later on to scale into the late game, and all these heroes are kind of like vacuum cleaners. They just suck all the resources off the map, but they do push really early and quite often. So LGD China just going with like a more balanced, kind of typical draft. Dragon Knight can be that tempo controller mid. Maybe he builds the mech. Luna goes BKB Rush, and if they want a 5-man, it's not like it's a bad 5-man lineup by any means.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Vici Gaming want to contest the 5-man for sure with the Gyro, Chen and Clockwork.
5 seconds remaining.
So,
gonna get 10-man Dota very early.
10-man Dota. Like you said, though, it seems like every time LGD plays, it's like guaranteed 5 heroes will be in one lane before the 10-minute mark. It doesn't matter what lineup they run, they're gonna do it anyway.
Usually it strikes around 7 to 8 minutes when your core is like level 7 or level 8, something like that, and they just group up. And if they have a quick mech by 8 or 9 minutes, the 5-man is even stronger by then.
So LGD China now, they'll work on that last ban. Looking at Vici Gaming, they have their supports, they have their offlaner, they have their carry. So what they don't have is their secondary farmer or solo mid. What do you think they go for here? We've seen a lot of Super Storm, but I doesn't feel like a Storm game this time around. Do they look towards like a TA, perhaps? I mean, what has Super been playing outside of Storm lately? I'm trying to remember.
Dragon Knight, Storm, yeah. And he has a game of Lone Druid.
Yeah, but that was like a one-off thing, I feel.
He doesn't play much Puck.
He used to play a lot of Invoker, but even though Invoker's become more popular lately, Super has not been playing it. I think he played it once. I think he played it once.
There goes the Storm.
Yeah, Storm is pretty good against the Nature's Prophet as well, so... Although I don't feel like LGD would have a horrible time against it. They do have Rubik Lift as well as Dragon Tail, so they have decent lockdown for Storm.
I think the Puck would be a good option here for Vici Gaming. Either a Puck or maybe even a Corp would fit really well because they would have a lot of AoE, the Gyro and the Corp together to deal with the LGD heroes.
Oh, there's Kunkka. There's Kunkka. That's the other big one.
Oh, yeah. Kunkka, yeah. He has been playing a lot of Kunkka. Yeah, definitely means it's a Kunkka. Kunkka plus Gyro plus Clockwork.
I hope Vici Gaming goes Kunkka, and they execute it better than IG did. Because that combo is very scary, Gyro Kunkka. Especially with these supports. I think these supports are better for the combo than what IG had. I forget what their supports were, but I don't remember them being as good as Chen Crystal Maiden.
Not to mention you have Clockwork to initiate for you, so it's easy to hit the boat and the cooldown a lot easier.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's a great
remaining.
point. Vici Gaming going to work on the last pick, but LGD China, they did go
5
Leshrac, so
seconds remaining.
not that they have to completely focus on pushing, but that's definitely an option.
Reserve
Defensive
time.
tri-lane likely coming out. Prophet will probably TP to the safe lane around 5-6 minutes, and they'll just start pushing. They'll take the tier 1, they'll rotate. And Vici Gaming say, no, we don't want Kunkka. We're going to run a solo mid Elder Titan, perhaps.
This is the first time I've seen a Chinese team use Elder Titan solo mid.
I think it's... I want to say I've seen it before, but it's definitely not common. We see a lot more support, a lot more off-lane Elder Titan.
Wow. Elder Titan doesn't have stuns though. I'm a bit
Prepare
worried.
for battle.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Kunkka is a better fit here, personally. Because they also don't... Right now, their only initiation is Clockwork, and Hookshot has a decent cooldown. Like, whatever that's down, they can't really initiate fights properly.
Well, Mikasa is actually playing the gyro. We should introduce the players.
Alright, and another level 1 smoke. We'll start with these guys. LGD China, they just had a grueling and heartbreaking loss to IG. It went the distance. It went 5 games. They lost 2-3. This is your 3rd, 4th place decider for WPC Ace Season 1. Over $250,000 in prizes handed out this season. Xiao the captain, will be playing the Dragonite Yao, the Nature's Prophet Didi, the Rubik, we do have DDC, the Leshrac, and Xiao Tuji on the Luna, and they're about to find a delicious Chen. Lift him up, toss him down, stun him up. Easiest first blood of LGD's life. Winter, I think teams are going to have to start being prepared for this, because this is now 3 level 1 smoke ganks in 6 games. So 50% of the games today.
The setup was a lot better. The Prophet, he scaled his teleportation and he came in and placed a ward and he just walked back and he smoked up with his team and came in to get the first blood. That was a very good setup for that smoke gang this time around. And on the Radiant side, we have Vici Gaming Super on the Elder Titan. ROTK will be playing the Clockwork, Fenrir will be on the Crystal Maiden, Mikasa the stand-in will be on the Gyrocopter, FY will be handling the Chen.
Wow, you did those really quickly. I was trying to show them all as you said them, but simply not possible. You know, when I saw him TP into the enemy jungle, I'm like, okay, offlane Prophet, he's just going to block some of the Chen's camps and run away. Because that's normally what you would see there, but that was not the case at all. So, a little bit unexpected, but like you said, it was a really smart setup for it. And the Chen will have pretty much free farm, but at the same time, and so too will the Crystal Maiden. I mean, if they want to be really greedy, they could just double jungle, because Gyro is going to be fine against Nature's Prophet 1v1. And it looks like they may do that. No, Crystal Maiden's coming bottom.
They might need to zone him out for the first wave or second wave. Then only they should leave him alone. I don't think they should leave him alone from the start.
Yeah, he did start boots first as well, which makes it hard for the Gyro to actually harass him, even though he's not in any danger or anything.
Yeah, and ROTK is going to be getting some good levels now since he manages to caught a lot of the creeps. But if you compare the level progression of the Clockwork and the Prophet, I feel that if they don't press the Prophet actually might be able to gain more because he can just get until like around level 3 and rotate into the jungle and still be useful towards his team to assist with his teleports. Like Clockwork needs his level 6 before he can assist his team.
Yeah, and the other thing is, even if LGD ever get into trouble, they just have like the easier comeback mechanic, because, well, actually, Vici Gaming pushes pretty hard, but they're not as mobile. They can't just bring the Prophet to the tri-lane, and their solo mid in the Elder Titan doesn't break down towers the way the Dragonite does, so if LGD ever feel like they can't really just win their lanes head-on, they could always just push, and push very hard.
Yeah, but Vici Gaming have a lot of damage from the Elder Titan plus the Gyrocopter combination, so they can definitely still take a fight head-on against LGD if LGD doesn't have their BKBs up before they 5-man.
And even once they get them, I mean, we've seen those games where Elder Titan goes solo mid, just starts snowballing, and, you know, just kills everyone with, like, phase boots, drums, BKB.
Yeah, that's...
But I guess the issue, like, the issue here is Xiao got first blood, so he's already got boots, bottle, and 450 gold. So it's hard to snowball against a lane like that.
It's firstly introduced by Balba. That aura plus spirit and solo mid Elder Titan. Oh, that's actually very, very, very powerful. Like, I'm actually quite surprised that none of the during the early stages of this hero, none of the Chinese teams actually use him on the solo mid position. It's always on the off lane. He's actually a very powerful solo mid hero.
Yeah, he really is. Even through the nerfs to the damage of his spirit, he's still quite strong. But, you know, Winter, I'm talking about Bulba, you gotta feel bad for the guy, right? Because as soon as he's, like, started to... You think back on some of the things he's innovated, like the battery assault max first, which wasn't really... Like, everyone used to max rocket for the most part. You wouldn't see battery assault max, and Bulba popularized that. Clockwork got the big Hogs nerf, where it stopped affecting magic immune units. Then he pioneered the Tinker like ancient abuse, and it's not that it got nerfed, but teams just kind of learned how to deal with it, I guess. And you know, then he starts innovating with Elder Titan, and that hero gets nerfed pretty hard by Ice Frog. So poor Bulba. It's like every time he figures out a new trick with a hero, the hero just gets nerfed or countered in some way.
Yao is in trouble.
Yeah, they might get him. Yep, they will. First blood. Well, not first blood, but first kill for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, tried to be a little too greedy, and he didn't expect the Maiden actually didn't have aura at level 2. He had both of his nuke. That's why he got caught out there by the Nova, and it was just an easy kill for the Gyro.
Yeah, and I mean, with Elder Titan and Clock, aura would make sense, because it helps them a lot. And he does get a point now, but like you said, just caught him off guard, so... Prophet dies, but not the biggest deal. He'll catch up.
Yeah, and middle lane is actually still... The Elder Titan is still doing pretty well against the Dragon Knight. Even the Dragon Knight got the head start from the first blood. But I would say he'll still be a very powerful hero against the DK, because his aura would take away all his armor. And DK will be like a normal hero during when he maxes his aura.
Well, it doesn't take away the Dragon's Blood, though, because that's plus armor, not base armor.
Oh, yeah.
But it does take away the other, for sure. So he only has 3 armor right now, basically. Well, he will once the aura's maxed. So, As for LGD China, they are going to find a Clockwork here. He picks up... He's going for the Illusion and actually wants to protect it for a solo mid. And won't be able to. DD, very persistent little bugger, actually throws the Clockwork towards himself as the Elder Titan comes back mid. And now FY is smoked up, wrapping around bottom lane, and they're going to make a go on Yao. But
this is what Ohio would always do. When he sees the enemy coming in to push the off lane, he's going to teleport behind as the Prophet and summon a Treants to pull the wave back.
Where was... I'm trying to... Was that at TI3 where Ohio was doing that?
Mostly he's been doing... Even in, not the TI3 games, even the recent tournament games, he's always doing this.
Yeah, and then he teleports scrolls back into the lane, so he's still getting the experience. Although, actually, I think he might be out of range right now.
He's gonna pull the wave back all the way to the tower. Oh, he's actually gonna pull it to middle to let the DK get the farm. Wow, team player.
What a charitable Nature's Prophet. And the tower will fall bottom lane, but it means they don't get 2 towers, whereas otherwise either they'd get 2 or LGD would have to rotate multiple supports to stop this.
Oh, that was such a huge investment. He used his TP scroll and then he draw the creeps towards middle. He lost on the farm there. Wow, what a generous guy.
Yeah, he's level 4. Oh, Dragon Tail in the middle lane. They go on RTK, and I think he's going to go down here. A few more right clicks should be enough. Indeed, he will. He's just in the wrong neighborhood. Just strolled in mid because Super was going to the side shop to... or it looked like he wanted to defend top lane or something, and then just ends up coming back mid. But not a great start for RTK. He'll give up a kill mid, now he'll go back top. Only level 3, and the Nature's Prophet is 4.5. Actually, he's about to level 4.
He's going to be able to jungle anyway.
Oh, ROTK! Not again! Not again! Not like this! Not like this, ROTK-sama. R got down. And the towers...
XB-sama.
XB-sama, yes. Yeah, it's funny, even the Chinese organizers were calling him XB-sama. Did you see that little video they played?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Rest in peace, XB-sama. And it is nighttime, and DDC has placed a ward here. They might look to dive. Meanwhile, bottom lane, there is a haste turn picked up by Mikasa, diving Yao. And Yao is not long for this world. Goodbye. Good night, sweet prince. Nature's Prophet down. They slayed the rat, Winter.
Yeah, actually, he hasn't started jungling. They can actually free one of the lanes for the support so that everyone can get more levels, and the Prophet can use the jungle.
They can go. They want to go on super mid, level 4. I think they could actually get this kill. He doesn't have phase boots or treads completed yet. They've got a lift. They'll throw him back, and super will bite the dust. LGD, really nice chain stun. Good movement from LGD in particular, but both teams very aggressive early on.
Yeah, they've been looking towards to get a lot of control, like especially the supports. Whoever gets the better control will have a better time for the mid game. And most of the supports are just more content sitting down to either protect the solo mid hero or just try to smoke and get kills. But Vici have been trying to not be so predictable anymore, since everyone knows that they always go for the early smokes.
Yeah, and I guess the question is, do you feel like, sure they're not predictable, but is this as good as what they were doing? Chen net worth 1,400 in terms of CS 13. I mean, he's not he's level 4 at 7 minutes. That's pretty bad level progression for a jungle Chen. And it's because he pushed that bottom lane early and invested a lot of time in it and went for the smoke as well. But I don't feel like they're getting a good trade. Sure, it's different what they're doing, but I don't think it's as good.
It's either they change their playstyle or
the Mikasa
because
factor,
if they continue smoke ganking, if you fail the smoke gank, it's sort of like the similar situation where you're stuck and you're wasting a lot of time. But if you continue to just farm and not protect the lanes, and if your solo heroes get ganked, you're gonna have a hard time too. So it's a very difficult position. You need to be at the right place at the right time, and you don't want to be greedy at the same time.
By the way, Winter, if you don't already have Dota TV audio turned on, make sure you do turn it on. I'm not sure if you do.
I actually have.
Okay. Because I know someone in the chat was talking about it, but it could just be
Tower
trolls or, you know, whatever. Whatever the kids are up to nowadays. So, looks like DDC content to go back to do a little bit of jungling now. And, you know, for Vici Gaming, their only initiator is really the Clockwork. And he's still not level 6. He just hit level 5. I feel like that's their big problem. They didn't go for the smoke ganks early, and now we're getting towards the mid game, and the one hero who can start fights is not ready to start fights yet. Because ROTK, he died mid, then he TP'd back top, died top again, and is very far behind in terms of levels.
Yeah, and Super is not a solo mid hero that's going to be creating the ganks. He's going to be staying in his middle. It's most likely going to be laning and just farming and pushing lanes, getting his core items up before he starts to be impactful towards his team. And it's going to be LGD trying to wrap around to get ROTK again, the primary ganker, the Clockwork.
And there's a TP from the Rubik as well. 4 heroes coming top. This one you can't really blame RTK for if he goes down. He's already running, but he's walking right into a big, bad, angry green dragon. They'll get the kill, and now they'll get the tower. Well, maybe there'll be a defense super. Smoked up, has the spirit, drops it as well. He's gonna connect on 4 heroes here. The wave is gone. And defending when he's hit 4 heroes with spirit is a bit scary. In fact, Yao comes in as well. Well, they'll get it anyway.
If they had enough support there, they could have just taken a fight because the Elder Titan hit so many heroes and got a lot of damage.
Rocket! Just off the mark. Yao scurries away. That spirit, he dropped 2 spirits and dropped 4 heroes from like 2/3 health to like 100 HP. But gets none of the kills. And now we do see a Chen heal.
He's gonna try and go into the jungle with this Invis rune here. No, maybe not.
Vici Gaming just haven't really exerted any pressure on the map, aside from that one smoke gank to push a tower. It just feels like they are farming well on 2 very strong late game heroes, the Elder Titan Gyro, but I just feel like Vici Gaming, whenever they're not the ones like being aggressive and getting kills, ultimately it just comes back to bite them in the end. In my experience,
yeah, they generally don't play like this. They are very aggressive.
I don't know.
Maybe they just feel that they are getting more predictable than they just had. Like the last couple of games, the smoke gangs have been always failing because enemy generally predicts their smoke gang so much already. Since it's already accustomed every time, the timing of the smoke gang is almost the same. So it fails a lot recently, and now they changed their playstyle to be always sitting behind the carries instead of trying to initiate with a smoke gang.
Yeah. Well, this isn't working, but they're going to go for a smoke now, and they'll wrap around towards mid. The line has been drawn. Vici Gaming, they want the Xiao 8 kill, but he's already very tanky. 1400 HP. Even after the Astral Spirit, he'll still be sitting on 6 armor. And nope, they've changed mind. They've seen Yao here. They'll spot him with the Troll Trap. They've got plenty of ways to cancel TPs, and Yao is toast. He will take a spill, and immediately LGD say, okay, you went bottom, we'll go mid. I don't think they're going to get super, though. He's ready for this.
Yeah, he's in a very good spot to avoid the gank.
I guess the other question is, can he stop the push?
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
in
he
a
can
really
use
good
his.
position.
He can delay the push with his
Dire's
ultimate.
bottom tower is under attack.
He can drop it if he needs to. There is no glyph available. Meanwhile, the bottom tower under severe pressure. Glyph is available for the Dire side. Super trying to usher the enemy team away. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Nails two, brings him low, but the tower's already fallen. Spirit coming through, rockets as well. And now a hook shot. RTK strikes back or attempts to, but now he's gonna die. That was a little bit too aggressive, but they might get Xiaotuji. Call it worth it if he gets this kill. That's worth it. Now they dive Xiaowei, insta double buyback, and now they'll get the Elder Titan. So it will be a 2 for 2 in the end, I believe, but it came at the cost of 2 buybacks.
And the Luna died as well, so
two
that
for-
was
No,
that was
Rubik and
very
or sorry, Rubik and
Luna.
Luna, yeah, 2 for 2.
that was very worth it. Very good trade for them. And LGD didn't get too much from that, so it was all in all alright. And they didn't even deny it. Didn't even manage to get any big kills on the gyro.
And RTK, he's gone for his classic Max Rocket first build. Which at this point, I guess is okay, because he's just going to die anyway when he hooks in. He's not going to be getting off battery assault damage at this point. He's just way too squishy.
The Max Rocket actually synergizes better than the battery assault with the Spirit.
With the Spirit, that's very true. As well as
Helps
just
you.
with the Gyrocopter, who does a lot of AoE damage too.
Yeah, I think that the rocket build is decent this game because he won't be finding too many of those solo kills since he had a very bad start. Having the rocket is much more helpful for your team.
Yeah, and RTK, as long as he hooks in and gets a decent cogs, I mean, that's pretty much his job. He's not the damage dealer. It's the Elder Titan and the Gyro. Those are the two that and maybe the Chen, who need the farm, need the things like the mech, BKB, and then the big damage items coming out for the Gyro later on. And speaking of which, Mikasa, he'll be farming some Ancients now, but
Radiant's bottom tower
in terms of
is
net
under
worth,
attack.
you just look at LGD and they're getting farm on 3 cores, whereas right now Vici Gaming only getting farm on 2. I mean, you can't really consider this Clockwork a core.
Mikasa almost died to the Prophet ulti.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Radiant's top tower.
How
is
did
under
they send a
attack.
Treant in there to get vision, or?
I don't think I saw any treants there. I think the ward just aspired. There was a ward there.
Okay. I was not thinking about that because I was talking about something else, but if only my brain had 6 gears. Look at this jungle Dota. Stacking 1, 2, 3 camps.
Ancient as well. They're just farming everywhere.
LGD is turned into like, why were they not doing this the other games against IG, you know?
Yeah, why?
Where was this LGD in the last series? They could have been doing this in some of their greedier drafts. Ugh. I feel like this would have worked against IG too. Especially like the Storm Lifestealer game, they could have been doing exactly this kind of Dota. It's frustrating.
Sometimes they just feel differently. Yeah, we can't really tell what the players were thinking and what the team's decision was, so hard to say why.
Yeah, just as an outsider though, it's like, it felt like they could have been doing this. But here they go on Xiaowei. There's your Frostbite. Xiaowei dropping very low. Should be going down here. The Stomp. Perfect Elder Titan play. Sets up an easy kill, which RTK happily secures.
And their corpse is closer.
And now they'll go for the push mid. So LGD China looking now for a trade. And waiting on their BKB for Xiaotuji, which will be coming soon.
He's actually very far behind the Gyro right now. Gyro has BKB up and already 400 gold because of the buyback and the death. That hurt him so much. I feel like Vici Gaming should just try and push already because the Luna is behind the Gyrocopter in the BKB timing.
Oh, you mean LGD should try and push?
No, Vici Gaming because the Gyro is ahead of the BKB timing.
Because they're ahead, they should fight now, you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, the BKB. Without the BKB, the Luna can't just go into the fight like this. He'll die very quickly. And if the Luna can't come to the fight, LGD cannot defend their towers.
Under attack.
And it gets very hard for LGD to defend against Elder Titan, because every time their supports walk near the tower, that happens. Rubik drops below half health from a single spirit, and if he comes near the tower, then he just gets hooked and he dies. So LGD might be forced to rat,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
and rat they will.
They have to. They are not strong enough to take the fight. If they try and take a fight, they'll lose now.
Dragon Knight BKB coming soon, though. If they can get the Dragon Knight BKB, the Luna BKB, both of which are very close. And RTK actually did use a hook. Sorry for missing that, guys, but not going to secure a kill. Did you see what he hooked?
Yeah, he hooked onto the creeps. He tried to initiate because they knew they were in a position where if LGD got caught out, they couldn't fight. So he tried to hook there, but the creeps were on the way, so he didn't get it.
Okay.
But it was still a nice attempt.
But LGD, now they're a lot stronger. BKB number 1 comes out, and Xiaowei should be out within the next minute.
Yeah, he's gonna have it soon. So this time, Vici Gaming have to be careful if they want to take a fight. The BKB on the Elder Titan is not coming as soon. Is that his hammer on the gun? Yes. He actually has his BKB already. Soon. 100 gold. So the DK and the Elder Titan will have their BKBs about the same timing.
Yeah, and I guess for LGD, they still have to worry about the Elder Titan aura. Even with the BKBs. It's still the physical damage. Just from the Elder Titan. Like, honestly, the Gyro doesn't do that much physical damage yet, but he will once he gets that next item.
Right, and the Gyrocopter and Elder Titan actually synergizes really well in trying to kill the targets that are far behind because of Flat Cannon and the Spirit. So the supports are actually very vulnerable against that dual combination. Not to mention there's also a Rocket Flare to scout the positions of the supports.
Do you like this choice for Meow? He's going mech again, so not going Necrobook, not going Force Staff, not trying to rat, even though they do have a pretty good rat lineup, and VG aren't that good
I feel
at
it's
punishing
okay
it.
because they have BKB on the DK and Luna. I think they can take a fight. They're
Okay.
strong enough to take a fight with the double BKB.
We'll have to wait and see. They do
why
need the right
risk-
initiation, though.
Why risk when you can always rat? That's the mentality of some other teams.
Yeah, and like you've pointed out before, it's not like Necro 3 doesn't help you in team fights. It's still a really strong team fight item. As well as
and
being a good split
it's
pusher.
like more of a long-term investment because you can use the Necrobooks to take down towers and farm quicker around the map. It's like the mech is a... If you don't make use of the mech, you buy the mech and you don't make use of the mech as soon as possible, it's basically a wasted investment on the profit.
And it really falls off, even like 10 minutes after you get it. I mean, mech's always a good item, but it's only really strong / broken if you get it early. Later on, 250
Yeah.
heal is not that much.
Dire structures are fortified.
They're going for Roche now. Okay. If they get the Aegis right now and the mech, they're in a very prime position to take a fight.
Has fallen.
And they will take the Roche here. Doesn't look like Vici Gaming can contest this. Even if they came right now,
Rocket.
it would be too late, I believe. Maybe
Yeah, that's too
RTK
late.
goes YOLO mode. Nah, he's gonna let it
I don't think so.
Is under attack.
He's a changed man.
Sean has fallen
go. You say that. He just fed. Died, TP back top, fed again. I mean...
Yeah, but he wasn't hooking in and dying. It was just he
That's
got
true.
ganked.
Yeah, it wasn't as much his fault. That's true. I think teams just like to pick on RTK as well. They're like, let's punish him.
Yeah, because like sometimes he's a very aggressive player. He likes to take risks where some other offlaners wouldn't. And sometimes he pays off, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, I was casting, oh god, who was it? Was it Scandal? And it's like when you're up against a really aggressive solo mid like that, the best thing you can do is put pressure on them, whether it's ganking or just forcing them off the lane early on. Because it really puts them outside of their comfort zone, and I think it's definitely the same is true for RTK.
Yeah, but sometimes RTK does really... He takes risks and he doesn't get punished and he does a lot of stuff for his team and opens up a lot of the map for the carry to farm.
Yeah.
So I would say he either has his very good days or he's just very bad and gets catch out by the supports all the time.
There's
Like,
no middle
in-bet-
road. No middle road.
Yeah, no middle road for him. The Gyro is very, very farm.
He is,
He does
and he's
farm.
more farmed than what he looks like because of the Elder Titan aura. So it's almost like give him an extra item on top of what he has right now. In terms of how much damage he'll be doing.
Yeah, both teams are just waiting for, like, everyone is waiting for the perfect timing. They are not very comfortable to fight right now. Like, they want a perfect initiation. Both sides know that there's a BKB on a Gyro, there's a BKB on your carry, so it will come down to who gets the better initiation. But when BKB versus BKB, I would always favor the Elder Titan with the aura.
Me too, my friend. Me too. Well, 21 minutes in, it's 7-7. It's game 1 of a best of 5. And it's still very much anyone's game. Both teams are strong late, both teams have good team fight. both teams have good initiation. There's lots of ways, and a lot of big items are coming out now. We see double force staff for Vici Gaming, a single... Oh boy.
Losing your voice.
Yes. I'm not even shoutcasting, and it's still giving out on me apparently. But double force staff for Vici Gaming, force staff for the Rubik, double BKB. They've had that for a while. The mech comes out. They'll work probably towards the Necrobook now, and the Prophet may be a force or a straight scythe, but everybody's farming, and everybody pretty much can use the farm. So, people hitting creeps, getting gold. Welcome to Dota.
You're very upset about that.
I'm not upset. I'm just... I mean, what do you think? Does this favor anyone for you? The pace of the game
I feel
right
it
now?
comes down to execution, but if it draws until around minute 30 to 40, it would definitely be in LGD's favor. Luna and Prophet are much more mobile during the late game situations where you can abuse the Prophet's mobility, and Luna's glaze would be really strong later. So I think if it goes really late, and Prophet, if he builds actual carry items, would be a huge factor. I would say like having the Shadow Blade now could be a very useful tool to build him towards the late game, gear him towards the late game scenario.
Yeah, and the thing is that the Clockwork is the only hero that can really punish the Shadow Blade. And Yao doesn't have Force Staff, so he could die.
Maybe he'll get a 4-star. He'll get a 4-star. Knowing these Chinese players, they would be always going for the safety item.
The thing is they already have the one Force Staff on Rubik, but I think getting 2 is fine here. But beyond that, you would want to get some actual proper carry items.
Yeah, he has to have a proper carry item to be able to cope with the... Because like they can't really rely on the Dragon Knight and the Luna only to deal damage towards the Gyro. The Gyro has so much protection from the Elder Titan and the Clockwork and the Chen creeps as well. Chen Mech, Chen Hang of God. Everything will be geared towards making sure the Gyro is safe in the middle of the fight, getting all his flat cannon damage done. So they need a lot of firepower to be able to get to the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, and they're running through hell to get there. The Elder Titan, who's probably building a Halberd now, and is going to be really hard to focus. The DK did pick up a Shadow Blade, and LGD are going to use this as their opening. They're primed to initiate. They'll smoke up and head towards their own Ancients.
What?
Did they just smoke gank their own Ancients? Did that actually just happen? And now Xiao Wade in the front lines. He's going to be revealed. He pops the Shadow Blade, pops the Dragon Form, gets off the stun, but a quick, timely Force Staff will keep him safe. Now RTK hooks in, BKB gets popped, and now Vici probably just going to run. Mikasa getting into the middle of the fight. He's got a Butterfly picked up, braining Xiao Wei down. Look at him melt. It's like he doesn't even have the Dragon's Blood. He really dropped quickly. Now Yao on the run, hoofing it out of there. He needs to go rat, but I don't think he can. The missile comes forth. The Spirit as well. He looks to be very, very dead.
That's a stomp.
And there's a rocket in a few seconds too. No way out. Yao gonna bite the dust.
Oh, that was so much damage done by the Gyro. The Butterfly pickup there was so useful against...
And it's all in combination with the Aura as well.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel actually the Aura is much better than the Cleave from the Kunkka and the boat.
Yeah, that's true.
It's doing a lot of work. The synergy is very evident there in the last fight. The rockets and the flat cannon. Wow, that was just very, very good synergy between the heroes. I mean, the Elder Titan Aura did so much.
Yeah, the thing though is like, I just don't think LGD have been greedy enough, because Vici Gaming had only one hero that can start fights, and that's the Clockwork, and they haven't really been punishing it. They haven't been ratting that much. They didn't go for any greedy items. We didn't...
Yeah,
like they should be punishing Vici Gaming's lack of tempo control early on more, but now it's probably too late.
Greedy. Did you ever catch lately the Speed Gaming's, like when they pick Luna, how they abuse the farming speed of Luna, where they just get power traits and Helm of Dominator, sometimes even a Midas. They don't even get a BKB. Like Envy doesn't get a BKB early on the Luna. He just goes for those farming items and gets a BKB very late in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like that would have been the better way to play this. Like what is Elder Titan mid gonna do? Run around and try and fight? I mean, he doesn't have a stun, right? So you can always just run away from him if you need to. Especially with RTK.
He actually has a stun.
Yeah, but not like a proper stun. You know what I mean, Winter. Come on now.
It's like talking about vacuum as a stun, I know.
It's true, he has a way to cancel TPs, but at this point now it's kind of too late, right? Like now they can't, I mean they can still try and play greedy, but they've kind of lost their window where they could play greedy and there's nothing Vici Gaming can do about it. Now Vici Gaming can win fights and apply pressure. And of course they did take Roche while we were talking, and or not take Roche, but take the tower rather, and man, I'm all over the place today. This is only game 6. We could have 10.
Yeah, there's a possibility of another 4 games. Oh my god.
Yeah, and the pressure for Vici Gaming, it seems like they're content to farm now. And I mean, the thing is, this Gyro has a lot of room to grow. He can build Satanic, work towards. He's got like 2 or 3 more big item slots, and Elder Titan has some room too.
This game is heading to the way where both teams are just going to be farming and looking for opportunity to fight, and they will only fight when the situation arises, when a Roshan is going to spawn, or force a fight at a tower or a high ground, and everyone is just going to just wait until they have their core items, and whoever gets the better team fight will just win the game from their 1 fight or 2 fights. And
of course, buybacks will be king in those situations as well. There's no Necrolite Aghanim Scepter here, so people will be able to buy back.
Yao is actually spotted here.
Yeah, spotted, but will easily TP away. So he does ward block the Ancients. I mean, if it is a war of attrition, this is the kind of stuff you want to do. Try and deny their Ancient stacks, just slow down their farming and gold acquisition however possible.
The small little things.
Yeah.
Every small little bit.
He's not spending his gold. I wonder what he's thinking about here.
Shadowblade maybe. I feel like he's deciding, because the next item he buys is very crucial on deciding the fate of his farm in the game. Because if he goes for something like a Necrobook, obviously Necrobook doesn't give him that security to try and speed push more dangerously, but he can use it constantly to just push out the lane when his hero is just hiding.
They brought him in, ROTK, he gets the hook shot, now Xiaotuji popping the Eclipse, it does nothing, he's isolated, give him the hammer, says Super, brings him down.
Damage.
Yeah, nice
so much damage.
Hook shot, then forced F out, baits out the BKB, and then Elder Titan just comes in, man modes on him and right clicks him down. So really nice initiation from Vici Gaming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The power of the clockwork.
Yeah, they're just much stronger right now than LGD. LGD has to be very careful not to get caught out. They're more powerful than LGD right now. Roshan is gonna be the next option. Nope, they're gonna go back. Oh, I thought they had an opening to get the Rosh.
That was a really fast Roshan respawn. That was like 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes.
Oh, didn't they? Oh, I think they didn't know there was Roshan.
Yeah, because this is like the minimum time for it to respawn.
Oh, yeah, that's why the gyro teleported out so quickly. They didn't know.
And now they can't do it, so opportunity somewhat lost. LGD is going to scout this, but I don't know that LGD can take a fight here. I mean, against the Elder Titan and the Gyrocopter, it seems like they just don't have the firepower to take the fights.
Yeah, they are not farm enough to take the fights. Luna is not. You look at the net worth. Luna is like 4,500 gold behind the Gyrocopter. That's like a whole item behind.
And it's even more when you factor in the aura. So, yikes, yikes indeed. They do have the Shadowblade on Xiao 8, but it hasn't done anything. He has not found an opening yet. Vici Gaming have a gem on FY, so it's not like Xiao 8 can start the fights by running into the enemy team and try to get the jump that way. And into the pit, Vici Gaming go. 29 minutes in, leading 10-7, but more importantly, just having the tempo at their side. They go into the Roche pit, and boy, it will drop fast. If LGD want to contest this, they gotta come soon. DDC hiding out to the left side. And now we see a retreat. Xiao 8 is gonna leave the Ancients. I just don't see LGD being able to make their way into this pit.
Yeah, Gyro spent all his money. He just bought a Reaver as well. It's just very confident that he will never die already in the fights.
Xiao 8 just wants to bait them out of the pit, but Vici Gaming ignoring him for now. Mikasa wants that Aegis. He's dodging most of the Roshi attacks. They get off a stomp on Xiaotuji, but he will be forced staff to safety. Aegis down, secured by Vici. And the Prophet goes Ultimate Orb, so he's going straight Hex, and he just doesn't, he's not pushing that fast. Like, it doesn't seem like the Prophet is applying much pressure this game. No Necrobolt, no Shadowblade.
Without Necrobolt and Shadowblade, the presence of the Prophet is not as much split pushing, because you can't, without a Shadowblade, you don't have an escape mechanism, you're always afraid. And without Necrobolt, if you have Necrobolt, at least you can just put your summons there. Your hero doesn't have to be there to just make sure that you get the extra farm and the lanes push out. But without those two items, it's very difficult for him to be able to do his job.
I'm not sure if Admiral Bulldog has arisen from his, or has awoken from his slumber yet, Winter, but
he did yesterday.
Okay. If he might just wake up to come in here and say, "Yeah, what are you doing? You should be building these rat items." He likes to. It actually, he wouldn't say you should be. He said I should be playing a better Prophet, because all Prophets are Bulldog apparently. But yeah, this
Yeah,
is...
he does. It's just the way LGD approach the game. I wouldn't say it's partly Yao's fault. It's like, again, it's in the blood of the team. That's the way the team plays. They don't want to rat. They want to take fights. If you want to take fights, you build a hex. So you TP in your hex and you start a fight.
Yeah. Although it seems pretty clear they can't take the fights at this point.
No,
they can go for
can't.
these ganks, though. Super. Very... I mean, to be fair, this is pretty obvious, right? If Xiao Tuji is here, then he's probably got backup. Almost at the tier 3 by himself. So, not going to be caught out. Super will play it safe.
Illusion rune. Well, at least the Luna didn't get the rune. He's gonna get scouted here though. Is the ward gonna be able? Yeah, the ward actually saw him, but they're not gonna do anything to him.
Does he have any components for butterfly yet? Nope. Still a little ways off even the butterfly. Yeah, this gyro is quite 5,000 gold ahead now. He has completed Satanic before Luna has butterfly, and he already has this butterfly. This is bad.
I would have like, if he has Monkey King Bar, would have been better for this situation against the butterfly. But never mind. The Satanic gives him a lot of survivability, and with the Aegis as well, it's like 3 lives for him.
And the Chen. The Chen is the sandbag, the Mac. They've got 2 Force Staffs to keep him alive. It's at least 3 lives, if not more. He really is going to be hard to kill.
Yeah. Here comes the full team fight.
Here's the work on life number 1 here. Mikasa dropping fairly quickly, gets Force Staffed away to freedom. He could pop a Satanic here, but he does get chain stun. Dropping low. They just can't kill the gyro now. He turns around and Super in the front lines. He's the one doing the real damage. The flak bringing down 1. Xiao 8 next. They're all dropping low. Mikasa's still not dead. He's already used Satanic and BKB though, and he will take a spill. That's 3 dead. That's the Aegis down. No BKB, no Satanic, but probably too tanky to kill. The Crystal Maiden goes down to the backline. Suddenly, Xiao 8 with the drive-by cleans up another 2. And when it's all said and done, it's a team wipe. The only one to survive was the gyro, and he lost his Aegis. So give him 5 kills. 5 kills.
Yeah, he could have not used up both at the same time, but I understand why he did it. He almost got the kill on the Luna, and if he didn't BKB, he would have potentially got stunned and didn't manage to kill the Luna. But in the end, he still didn't manage to kill the Luna. But it was like, if he got the Luna, it was okay. But
activate, you know, the big pickups there for LGD, they had the butterfly and they had the hex. The hex is how they were able to bring him down very low initially, because they removed his evasion, and the Luna butterfly is what allowed her to survive in that fight. So LGD China getting 2 big items, and risky too, because if they died there, Luna would not have had buyback, and although the Prophet might have, I think he might have had it. You know, what is he really going to do anyway when the hex is down him? So I don't know. That was a pretty risky play by LGD, but they pull it off, and suddenly they're right back in this game.
Yeah, the hex paid off there. Without the hex, like, but even if I felt like even with the hex just now, like Vici Gaming, they could have just backed off and healed up the gyro first before going in again, but they just chose to take the fight right away, even though they forced off the gyro back.
Yeah, and I think, like, Super just felt, he got a little cocky, right? Because he's been so unkillable all game. So he just charged into the enemy team, which, like, for the first 30 minutes of the game was, you know, he's invincible. But he stopped being invincible and actually can die. And the other thing was the supports just got backstabbed because Xiao 8 came in from the side, so after buying back. So he did a really nice job there.
Yeah, the director always saving buybacks for crucial situations, and here comes the push again once more. Did the gyro buy anything yet? He needs a Monkey King Bar. Assault Curious is actually completed on the Elder Titan. Oh, this is a huge difference from the last fight.
Yeah, this really is. Now
the rat behind the lane.
I love this from Meow. This is really nice play. And there's only a catapult here, so they're going to lose their creeps, and now the push is over.
Indeed, it is over.
And there's nowhere else to go except farm the side lane. So this means LGD will be able to go back into their jungle, continue getting CS. And when you see Rat like this, it's not really just the Prophet's farm. It's like now his team gets to go farm as well. Because they know Vici Gaming's going to have to go defend.
Yeah, he made a lot of space for the whole team. That's a very important play he had to do there. Like, it's very similar to what he did when Vici were trying to push a tier 1 there. That was a very good play there, delaying the push. So Gyro is gonna probably go back and farm and try to get his Monkey King bar. I think they need it before they try and push again.
In theory, I would say Vici Gaming are always going to have at least as good damage output as LGD because of the aura from Elder Titan, but I think what I'm worried about is that they just will not be able to have all their heroes in the fights, right? Because they're going to get split push, some will have to go defend. It's going to be hard to keep the lanes out.
They have another issue, David. Like, their goal is mostly focused on... If you look at the goal graph, they are just ahead by like almost 1,500 to 2,000 gold. And most of the money is focused on the Gyrocopter and the Elder Titan. Middle lane.
Oh, there was a nice force staff, keeping Xiaowei alive.
Like, whereas for LGD, they have money on 3 of their cores. And at the moment, our TK is just not a very huge force in the game. All the force staff would make sure that his hook shots and cogs are not going to do too much in the game. Basically, just to use it to stop BKB teleports away.
Yeah, and you know, it's a clockwork against the nature's prophet, and sometimes we've seen prophets just really struggle in that situation. I mean, even if you look at LGD's game against Liquid at TI3, Xiaowei died like 4 or 5 times in that game to Bulba, but at least 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly how many, but I don't think Yao's gotten ganked once. He's just played very defensively. I mean, he is 2, 4, and 5, but I don't think any of those ganks have come while he's split pushing. They were all in like team fights or earlier in the game when they put pressure on him.
Yeah, he just basically like was joining the fights instead of ratting. Like what you think he should have done. Should have just went for the red items, but he went for the fighting items. So you just need to see whether they win the game. If they win the game, then it's the correct decision. That's what you can put the judgment down. Did he just... No, he didn't place this ward. This ward is like placed very long ago.
No, he summoned one Triant. So I gave him the question mark.
Oh, the dubious dubious mark.
The dubious mark. The mark of dubious. And the rat intensifies. And the thing is now Roche is respawning. And if the LGD manages to claim this, that could really turn the game. Luna's...
Yeah, the Gyro has 2 javelins already. It has the double jabber. He has the Monkey King bar if he wants it now.
I think he should get it. They're gonna need... He's their only damage dealer. Well, not the... Elder Titan does some, but... He's gonna start getting kited by Dragon Knight, who's now level 17, and can just slow him down a lot in the team fights.
Yeah, did he buy it? No, he actually didn't buy it. He has the money for it.
Wants to have buyback as well. And Roche is coming in about a minute and a half, so... They may have time for him to farm buyback and have the MKB.
Oh no, he actually sold one of the javelins.
Wait.
He only has one on the courier.
Oh, so he did not have enough money for... Okay, he did not have money.
Maybe he changed his mind. He decided that he wants to have buyback.
Wait, did he just... Like, he sold it after the...
No.
He didn't get
it
the full
like,
refund, or...?
Yeah, he got the full refund. He just changed his mind.
Well, Shatuji's catching up now. Still down by about 4 or 5k, but... Being down 4 or 5k now is a lot different than being down 4 or 5k when you've got 12k net worth.
Yeah, it's less of a difference now, but the Gyro would, I would say, would continuously stay ahead until he has full slotted items. Then he would not be doing too much of a difference. But as for now, I think the Luna, it's very difficult for him to catch up because of the space.
They can go Roche. Gyro just TP back top, but already he's running towards that.
No Roche yet. One more, 30 seconds I think. 30 more seconds. He's gonna buy his Monkey King bar now. He's gonna like screw the buyback. Oh no, the Prophet! Courier!
Rat it up! Rat it up!
Oh no!
Did he buy it?
No, he didn't, but
still, no MKB
javelins.
for the Roche fight. No MKB
That's
for the Roche
javelins.
fight.
Oh my god, that's such a big deal.
Did Prophet have a ward? Because I don't think he had vision.
No, but they saw the courier flying up from the Gyro. He pulled the creep wave back here. He was farming here,
and then the courier came over.
Yeah, the courier flew past.
Normally you wouldn't see it at that angle. It's only because he pulled the wave. Oh boy,
Oh,
Hookshot's gonna come out. They'll catch out Xiaowei right at the stairs, and in comes DD. The BKB is available on Xiaowei. He has not popped it yet. Gyro popping his very early. Same for the Elder Titan. The evasion from Xiaotuji, keeping him safe, and now he'll TP out. Can they bring him down in time? No, they cannot, and they'll have to back. Nature's Prophet working on the top lane. The BKBs are down. Vici Gaming, tough choice ahead of them. Do they defend? I think they have to, and that means Roche is down. This will be LGD's Roche, or maybe not. They'll try and defend the Roche and defend their base.
If they try to run the Gyro over right now, and then the Prophet will just TP back. towards her lane and force you to go back again.
Yeah, it's the only way Vici Gaming gets this Roche is if LGD give up 2 or 3 kills.
They need a hook shot. They need a hook shot initiation. It's coming off cooldown, and Mikasa is running all the way back towards the Roshan. Prophet is gonna be able to go back and repeat the same thing.
Can even just pop the ultimate in 20 seconds if he doesn't want to risk the TP, and they'll walk right into the enemy squad. Xiao8's here. He's still got a BKB. He gets 4 step forward. They've isolated RTK. No hook shot for you, sir. Most certainly not. Xiao2ji, however, could go down. This could be really bad for the Luna. Pops the Eclipse. Isolated in the corner. 4 stepped away. Not going to be enough. Fenrir unloads a huge Crystal Maiden ultimate. Puts 2 in the trash. Make it 3. Make it 4. Vici Gaming pull a big fight out of the hat. And now Xiao8, he could be the 5th one down. There was a buyback from the Nature's Prophet, straight back to the top lane, straight back to the Rat. But they just did not expect Vici Gaming to have their whole lineup there. Luna just melted really before she could do anything.
Yeah, again, like we were talking about, Vici Gaming needed to find an initiation to stop LGD from... Because like the tempo was, LGD would TP the Prophet top and they would be forced to go to defend the lane and LGD could go Roshan. But they tried to smoke and try to make a fight. That was actually more beneficial for Vici because they want to fight. They can't just afford to just left and right with the gyro. The gyro can't be 2 places at once.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Like you said, it's in their blood. It's in their blood to keep on forcing fights. All they had to do was just farm the Ancients, make sure they don't get backstabbed by a smoke gank, and just youth the Prophet. You're going to pull ahead in terms of farm if they're forced to back, and they only have 2 heroes that can really use items, so... Winter. I do feel LGD could just be playing this better than they are.
Yeah, I don't know, I thought they were going to do it like the first time the Prophet did the right thing. He was there, pressuring, and he forced Mikasa back. And then when Mikasa rotated back, he teleported to try and Roshan, and Mikasa rotated back to the Roshan. He could have just kept the momentum going, teleport back again, and wait for Mikasa to go. It's like wasting their time. And every time they do that, everyone on LGD is farming. Like, you're farming the Ancients, and you're farming the middle lane. And Vici Gaming heroes has to be near the Rosh Pit to be ready to fight. They will never know when you're going to fight.
And now Gyro has MKB and has 4k gold. 3.5k to be exact.
Oh no, he's almost 10,000 gold ahead of the Luna now. This is actually a huge difference already.
And he's gonna, it was like Rapier. A 5k gold lead, now it's
he's gonna get a Rapier. He has like 3.6 now. He's definitely going for a Rapier.
No. He's getting MKB.
Oh yeah, the MKBs. Yeah, what am I thinking? I thought he got the MKB.
I think what he'll do is save for Boots of Travel buyback, and also they could just Chen send him home and he could buy Boots of Travel if he wants.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
This Gyro should not die. If he dies, then they've really overcommitted.
Yeah, they're gonna send him back now. He's probably gonna defend the lane, get a Boots of Travel, and come later. Is he gonna do that? Is he gonna do that?
No? LGD just need to rat. I mean, really, they do. Like, they just should not fight right now. Certainly not while the Aegis is up.
Even without the Aegis, it's a tough fight now. Like, don't mention the Aegis.
Yeah, forget about it. And they do have a lot more room to grow, though, than Vici Gaming. The Elder Titan could get a few more items, but Gyro is pretty much maxed out. Clockwork, I mean, Vici Gaming could get a couple hexes, and some utility items, but they're not going to have multiple carries as this game goes later. Whereas LGD, even Leshrac can transition into a semi-carry, and obviously they've got their 3 cores as well. So if they just play it patiently, I still feel LGD can take this late.
Yeah, but the Leshrac is actually very, very underfarmed to be able to do that.
Yeah, he's probably not doing much, but they still have the 3 cores.
The problem is like having Prophet, like you mentioned this before the game started, they just drain up the resources of the map and the supports are left with nothing but breadcrumbs and whatever leftovers they have in the lanes.
And like, yeah, like you see Yao and Xiao2ji not fighting over the Ancients, but Yao had nothing else to do, so he's like, okay, I'll go help you farm the Ancients. There's nowhere else safe to go. There's only so many safe places on the map, so at some point they're just butting heads, and they will go on FY here. But he's got 2 gems, or he did. Now he's only got 1. But 1's all you need.
Yeah, it's gonna lose all his creeps. That would be really annoying for him. You know, it's like late game stage. I feel the creeps that he should have is like the Alpha Wolf and the Ice Armor. Very strong late game.
Dark Troll Warlord's pretty good too, just to hold heroes in place when they're BKB'd.
But getting buffs would be much more useful, I feel. The buffs on the Ice Armor and the Alpha Wolf.
Ice Armor is best because you actually are guaranteed to have it. The thing with Alpha Wolf is they're usually just going to die instantly to like a flat cannon. Here they go though. Hookshot comes in right over the top. And now Xiao 8 on the run. I think they're going to catch him here though. The missile comes out. They have the detection from the Chen. Nope.
They just need to go break the tower because before they even try to kill anyone, Hopper is always trying to get an advantage.
They're going in now. Xiao Tuji's been called out. He's got a BKB. He's already popped the Manta. He needs to eclipse fairly soon here. Gyro is just tearing LGD a new one. Luna Glaive's not doing nearly enough. Mikasa still at full HP. Gets the double. Still has Aegis. Still has Satanic. He has been hexed though. Now the Eclipse. Total Eclipse. They get him once. But I don't know if they get him twice here. All the supports are dying. That's the key. He'll come back fairly alone. But Super not dead yet. Yao joining the fight. Now easily dealt with. Super will fall here. But can Mikasa clean up all by his lonesome? DD. Flat Cannon brings him down. Ultra kill for your Gyro. Stand in or not. He's doing work. Prophet, no buyback here. 1 minute cooldown on that. The Rubik will buy back. I don't think this Gyro should even be afraid of the Rubik. These two cannot kill him.
Maybe they can though, because he doesn't have Satanic and doesn't have BKB.
Yeah, but there's no Eclipse. I don't think this Luna does. Like, she doesn't have MKB. She doesn't really hit that hard. But now the Leshrac has respawned anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he should like take any risks because once he dies, it's really bad. He just wants to keep his buyback for the next crucial fight. Now they don't have the high ground tower, so the next fight he has boots of travel and buyback. That would be very, very helpful. And the next item, I don't know if he's going to just get the rapier or get a Abyssal Blade. Like Abyssal Blade could be a good option here.
For Mikasa?
Yeah.
Really? I guess they are a bit lacking in stuns.
I think they need a stun. Like they don't have any reliable stun to lock down LGD heroes. They don't have a hex either.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, they actually have a hex. They just got a hex.
A Crystal Maiden is farming one, so yeah, maybe they don't need Abyssal. He should probably just go straight damage.
Chen has a hex. What?
I honestly think he should go Rapier, and I think he's going to.
Yeah,
3.5k with the Demon.
He just got a Demon Edge. It's definitely a Rapier.
Oh boy. Already LGD could not fight when he flat cannon. Like, they had to run.
He has enough gold for it. Man mode. YOLO.
You know what LGD really need is some Ghost Scepters for the Gyro, honestly. They really need them.
They have one on the Rubik. Not on the Leshrac, but only on the Rubik. No one else. They're gonna be trying to rotate. Oh. They want to take a fight.
When in doubt, smoke gank, and they'll do it now. They found RTK. They'll try and focus him down. Xiao 8 needs to BKB here fairly soon, but a double 4-step keeps him alive. Sent back home. Now it's a bad fight. It's a trap. Maybe not. Mikasa, there was no Dragon Tail there. He gets off the BKB, and now the fight turns. But he has been forced to use that BKB. Maybe an opportunity here. Luna coming in, runs right into the entire enemy team, pops the Eclipse, goes to work on 3. Glaives bouncing left, right, and center, but a big Crystal Maiden all doing decent damage. The Gyro buys back. He died once. He'll come right back after these matches. Luna down. No buyback for her. She's in trouble. She's not in this fight, but the dual core standing strong. Where is the Gyro? No boots of travel.
No boots of travel. It was on cooldown.
Oh boy. They're going to lose Xiao 8, I think. One more right click.
His illusions doing work. The Gyro's illusions.
Well, now you might as well go for some items, because buyback was used. Can they... they can't... Mid? Can they push down mid? Prophet and Rubik versus Gyro and Crystal Maiden?
And Leshrac is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
I don't think they can go.
Yeah, not with the Hex. With the Hex, it's very dangerous, I feel.
This is just very difficult already for the Gyro since he doesn't have much space to grow. If he tries to get a Rapier and dies, that would be very devastating.
This little Gyro's all grown up. He's got no more room to grow. It's not the jumping baby. It's the full grown.
This is not a baby. This is a fully serviced helicopter.
I would say it's even more than a fully. This pilot needs to retire soon. I mean, have you seen this mustache? He has not trimmed this thing in probably like 50 years. Look at it. It's wrapping around his head. That's how long his mustache is. Have you ever seen this before?
No.
Jesus.
I wish I could fly someday.
I would love to fly a gyrocopter. Although, I gotta say, this thing does not look very safe. It's quite a rickety little...
Oh, DD is gonna get caught out by RTK here.
Well, thrown down on the low ground. There's a Ghost Scepter and a Blink. He can't get off the Blink, though. Ghost Scepter will not save him. He will go down. Not the biggest kill, but they'll take
80
it.
seconds he bought out just now. So he actually has a very long downtime. No kidding.
I think Yao should be pushing bottom lane right now, not top.
Roshan. They want Roshan.
This would be a big one, because remember, there is no buyback right now on Mikasa.
This is cheese.
He has,
Cheese
no,
as well.
he has no room for Aegis. They can't even give it to him. So they'll give it to probably ROTK and Super.
He dropped his Demon Age. Well,
By the way, Super has an MKB. I've never seen an Elder Titan get MKB, because the games just never go that long. If he's actually farmed, the Elder Titan's team always seems to win by like 30 minutes.
but this game is like different. There's too much damage from LGD, and they are able to stop the game with the Prophet, so it's very difficult for them to push up that early. Mikasa's gonna get stunned up here.
Lucent Beam, now a double force staff forward. They want to catch out Rabbit, but he gets force staffed away. Now the Cogs holding Xiao Wei in position. BKB already been popped by pretty much everyone. Mikasa going hard. Flat Cat in left, Flat Cat in right, but it's not enough. Now he gets scythed up. He did end up picking up the Aegis, dropped his Demon Edge in the pit, so he does have 2 lives here if he needs them. Prophet bought a BKB. 10-second BKB down. The racks bite the dust. There's no rat in sight. And now Vici Gaming should just probably take this Rax and back off.
Oh, they passed him the cheese.
Yeah,
He
that's...
Tower is under attack.
Just use it.
Oh, just use it. Okay.
Yeah, he used the cheese, but why would you use the cheese and TP back to base? Maybe they wanted to fight just now.
Maybe they were just panicking and thinking LGD were going to jump him or something.
Yeah.
But he ended up dropping his Demon Edge and gave it to ROTK. So he could hold the Aegis.
He has enough for the rapier when he loses the Aegis.
Did he buy something?
No,
He's going
he
Daedalus.
didn't.
Daedalus, not Rapier.
Wow. Safety first, safety first.
It's the motto of LGD China since ancient times, is it not?
Yeah, safety first. Like the Daedalus is not... I don't know, man. It doesn't give... Because you don't get the crit for the splash, and you're mainly doing damage from the splash.
I'd even rather just see like a straight Hex before a Daedalus. I don't feel like it adds that much to your damage output compared to...
No. Maybe you can even do more damage with... I don't know if you do the math. Maybe a second Monkey King Bar or a second Butterfly would give you more.
Or like an Abyssal Blade,
Yeah,
obviously.
Abyssal Blade, a lot of damage too.
I'd say like Hex, Abyssal Blade, or Rapier would be my 3 choices. But here they go. They're going to initiate on DDC. He's already used Force Staff. Now when he gets hooked, he could be in a lot of trouble. Actually, they used both Force Staffs on the way out, and DDC dropping low. Pops the Ghost Scepter. Can't get out. RTK slams it in. Nice Force Staff forward. But Yao is pushing bottom and pushing top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Vici Gaming try to fight their way through the backdoor protection. Is there a glyph available? There is not. Probably don't want to use it for a tier 2 anyway, and it will fall.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They will be yet again forced back to defend. They don't have a choice here.
And I guess Yao's got room for one more item. And he could sell the mech, so there's still room to grow here on LGD, but it's at that point...
He can sell 3 items, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Can always sell the boots if you want.
You don't need the boots as a prophet.
Silly LD. Boots are for noobs. He's still getting that value for the Midas.
Have you ever been to the situation where you don't need your boots anymore in a late game scenario? It rarely happens. But
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
happen.
No, Weaver is like the best example because you can always just buy back time lapse in if you ever die.
Yeah, you don't need the boots.
But yeah, like
Only on certain heroes.
I remember there was one game I cast of EG. This was like a year ago. It was the G1 League Western qualifiers for Season 4. And EG played Fomofu's Throws Fan Club. And Fear had a rapier and just dropped his boots to pick it up. Or maybe I think Fomofu fed him a rapier, something like that. Anyway, he just was like a bootsless shadow feed. Literally looked like a siege tower just walking down the middle lane, right-clicking everything. He ended up dying. Fomofu ignored the rapier on the ground and tried to base race, and if he had taken it, they would have won and 2-0'd EG, but instead they lost the game. So, I have seen it in some pro games, but fairly uncommon.
Yeah, the rat is gonna commence now. Yao is gonna be forcing. He actually can push really quick now with the items he has with the Monkey King Bar, so They just need to hold enough time.
Stun on Mikasa. They've got to focus him down here. This is not going to work out well. He's got BKB. Satanic available as well. Flat cannon coming through, driving everybody off the tower. Ghost Scepters do get popped. Now they stun Mikasa or try to go for one. Dragon Tail into ROTK. The rat is accelerating, but Gyro comes back in, unloads the cooldown. Still has the Satanic if needed. Needs to use it at the right moment, though. He's focusing DDC, but he gets hexed. Yao delivers at the crucial moment, pops the ultimate, but Gyro's still alive, standing strong, out DPSing everyone. And with that Elder Titan aura, not long for this world. They'll get the kill. Vici Gaming overwhelming LGD at their own base. They got one lane of Rax, but Vici Gaming probably going prone, probably going jugular here as Xiaowei gets driven back, herded into his own tier 3s, send him to the well. Still, Mikasa has not even dropped the damn Aegis, but I think now he will. Chain stun, brought down, hook shots there. The creeps are pushing in top lane. No, he's still alive! He's still alive! He's still alive! Finally goes down. 4 heroes have fallen. The great Gyrocopter. Surprisingly sturdy, I must say.
They just send him back to take his item.
Still alive, man. God, it's like, okay, he's gonna die now. Okay, he's gonna die now. He's gonna die soon. Nope, never died.
Butterfly evasion and the lifesteal kept him alive for such a long time.
My goodness, what a performance from Vici Gaming. They take game 1 and they do it without Sylar. They do it after an awful showing yesterday against DK. LGD, do you think it's the fatigue showing? I mean, because for me, I feel like it's more just they're not comfortable with this style.
Yeah, it's in the blood. They can't play this type of style effectively because they always want to fight. Like, I understand this type of nature. Like, sometimes your team is just always very used to fighting, and when you don't have to fight, you still call, hey, we have to fight here. Our Luna got caught or something, then the Prophet just TPs in. You imagine like he would have actually broken. He broke the Rex this push, but it was already too late. But if he had done it earlier, VG Gaming would be under a lot of pressure with the Rex down earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was only game 1 though of a best of 5. LGD, another grueling and frustrating defeat, but they'll have at least 2 more chances here to bounce back. I'm LD. He's Winter, guys. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be live with game number 2. Vici Gaming 2 wins away from 3rd place at WPC Ace.